with our committee in that area.
Yes, sir. Another great question. I think the percussion template can be confusing to some because they think that all we do is adjudicate features, but the percussion is adjudicated just like the band from the first note of the show, your entrance to the cadence. Does the percussion section, contribute to the contrast and the quality of the program? The short answer to the percussion adjudication, everything that percussion does on the field, they have one adjudicator. That's their eyes on the percussion section the entire time. Their job is to adjudicate the percussion and their whole effect on the entire show. So I hope that answered that question. And what Mr. Grant said earlier, I want to make sure again, this goes back to the integrity of the process. The adjudicators have no idea who's going to be first, second, third, fourth. They have no idea. All they do is they put their score in for that particular component that they're adjudicating. Once they finish and they submit it, they don't know until it comes out on HBCU game day who's number one. So we try to eliminate clicks. And then the other thing that Mr. Grant said as well, that also contributes to, again, I'm talking about the percussion, but also just the adjudication process. If I'm an adjudicator for Division I and I judge musicality in August, I can't do it anymore. I have to go to another area. If I judge musicality in August and in September, and I do percussion in October, I can't do those areas anymore. So we try to eliminate any clicks or any things that may happen. In terms of the auxiliaries, the question that we asked, we made some changes from the first year. And I know there are a lot of people that say, well, Southern has one dance team, but North Carolina A&T has three units. So we got with HBCU sponsors, coaches that are present HBCU teachers right now. And they came back and gave us their feedback. And they said, well, we're going to take, rather than just judging the overall group, like the first year, where we just did all the auxiliaries under one umbrella, we judge. If you have three components, we do majorette, dance, auxiliary. If one group gets an 8, one group gets a 9, one group's a 10, their score is the average, which would be 9 in the middle. I hope you caught that. But again, we send this in writing to the band directors so they can read it. And then if it's only one unit, we judge that one unit as one unit. So this is what the coaches from HBCU bands told us was the best way to do it. And that's the way we went about it. So while we value the opinion of the public, we really also value the opinion of our directors and our dance coaches. And those are changes that we made.
Thank you, Don.
Yes, sir.
All right. And with that, we want to thank our members of media for giving us their time here on this Tuesday evening. We also want to thank those of you all who tuned in live to watch this press conference. And we hope that the fans out there were actually able to learn something and kind of go behind the process as we kind of open up and let the process out, and some of the questions and some of the comments and just how we're doing the press conference. Only thing versus us being together, we're on Zoom. But these are the same conversations that we as members of media have, the same type of questions that we have. We want to thank our 2 band directors for joining us from our 2 institutions who will kick off our Band of the Year judgment this Saturday. Also, we want to remind everyone that at 8 a.m. tomorrow, make sure you go to HBCU game day to see who's number one. I'm from St. Louis, so, Nelly says, I am number one. 2 is not a win, and 3, nobody remembers. So we're going to see who starts off in that number 1 spot via HBCU game day. Make sure you download their app. Also want to once again thank the Black College Sports Network and our producer tonight, Mr. Roy Evans, for taking time out of his busy schedule to produce this event. I want to thank my executive director, Mr. John Grant, for giving me the opportunity to not only be the master of ceremony for this event, but allowing me to be the media coordinator for the events that he has. Once again, members of media, we ask that you stay on after we end our live stream. We do have a couple of closing comments that Mr. Grant wants to give to you guys. And for those of you all out there, please share this with a friend. Hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe. And if you have not bought your ticket for this Saturday for the Cricket SWAC Challenge Kickoff, tickets are still available online at SWACchallenge.com. If you cannot be there in person, we ask that you please watch us on ABC or your favorite ESPN streaming platform. So for our band directors, my executive director, and all the members of media, my name is AD Drew. I want to thank y'all for tuning in tonight. God bless you. Travel light, and we'll holler.
ESPN Events presents Red Lobster Band of the Year, a title reserved for elite HBCU marching bands. A season-long competition that culminates in Atlanta on Friday, December 12th. Drum majors, percussion, drill, auxiliaries, musicality. All aspects will be examined by the toughest judges in the world of college bands. 4 will qualify for the big stage, where national champions will be crowned. Follow us on social media for rankings updates throughout the season. And join us in Atlanta on December 12th.